Hello, everyone. I hope and pray that you're doing well today. I'm thinking a little bit about theology. Theology is the study of God and God's ways. And I've always appreciated some of Frederick Buechner's musings about theology. He wonders, for all we know, dung beetles may study us and our ways and call it humanology. If so, we would probably be more touched and amused than irritated. One hopes that God feels likewise. And almost everyone has a gospel, what we believe in. It's what tells our story. And for the church, the gospel story begins with this common need for a Savior. Romans, all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. We need a Savior. And from the beginning, we've been clear that our only word of hope for this Savior, our only possibility, is Jesus Christ. And when we get lost, when we get confused, we can always return to that part of our story. And interesting, as part of this, our Reformed tradition has never been that impressed by any model of church that reduces church to just being a school for saints. The churches that assume that their primary role is to train the saints often become preoccupied with debating and arguing. The debate in such churches, can be over money or leadership or perspectives on the truth, right? They can debate that the church's position should be a certain way on the issues that tear at the world. But it all ends up feeling a little bit academic, because when the debates are done, they're going to have winners and they're going to have losers. But there's still maybe no dependence on a Savior. Now, I'm not here this day to be, anti-intellectual. I'm not against learning and growing. We should build up the saints and teach them and equip them, all of that. I'm just against making knowledge our Savior, making anything besides Jesus our Savior. We should certainly long to learn at the feet of Jesus. But what I've always loved about the Reformed faith is that it has preferred to think of the church as a hospital for sinners. A hospital where we all come to be healed by the only Savior we have. And so instead of debate, we think and believe that confession is the best way to navigate through problems. Instead of merely educating saints, we're committed to nurturing sinners back to full health. Now, theology matters a great deal. But when we study theology, what we learn is that we're actually more broken than we realized. And that's the kind of discovery that should always redirect us back to our one Savior, which of course should be the purpose of all that the church does, to redirect us back towards our one Savior, Jesus Christ. The peace of Christ be with you all.